Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
Thank you for being with us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible study. We're talking about how to be an effective parent, how to raise godly children in an ungodly world. And we're in Proverbs chapter 3. And I want you to join me at verse number 5. And we're going to see in verse 5, in the first part of verse 6, a commandment that a father is giving to a son. Now listen closely. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him. Now that's a parental directive there. This is what I want you to do, son. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Now here's the promise, and He shall direct your paths. Do you want your children to always make the best choices? If you want your children to make the best choices, then you need to teach them to make God their ultimate reference point. I want to go back to Proverbs chapter 6 for just a moment. We were there the other day in Proverbs chapter 6. Here is some parental advice, verse number 21, talking about the command of the father and the law of the mother. Verse 21, bind them continually upon your heart, tie them around your neck. When you roam, they will lead you. When you sleep, they will keep you. And when you awake, they will speak with you. When you have that law deeply embedded within you, James talks about the implanted word which is able to save your soul. James chapter 1 talks about that. It's like a compass. It's like a gyro compass that directs you. And when we trust in the Lord with all our heart, He helps us make the right choices because He directs our paths. One of the tragedies that we read about in the Old Testament is when people did not consult God. In Joshua chapter 9, the children of Israel are deceived by a group of people called the Gibeonites. The Gibeonites lived a very short distance off. Israel was not supposed to make treaties with anyone, any of their neighbors that were nearby. But the Gibeonites, they come riding over the mountain and they have on dusty clothes and they have moldy bread and their clothes are tattered and torn, and they say, you know, we live a far way off, and when we started our journey, our bread was warm. It was hot out of the oven, and look at it now, it's all moldy. And so Israel makes a treaty with them, and they come to find out, you know what, their neighbors nearby. But they had made a treaty with them, so a little bit later in chapter 10, they have to go to war to help defend the Gibeonites. And there is a very significant verse in Joshua chapter 9, verse 14. And it talks about the mistake that the children of Israel made. They did not ask counsel of the Lord. We need to teach our children, always consult God. Go to His Word and ask questions like, is this scriptural? Is this pleasing to God? Thank you for being with us today on this, your Daily 180.